All right, let me know if you guys can hear me now. Sorry about that. That had a connection issue. All right, can you hear me now? Sarge, are you able to hear me? I guess there was a problem with my microphone earlier. So I'm right here along the 10 express lanes in downtown LA. Choppers going overhead right at the Alameda turn for the where the 101 and the 10 run parallel to each other. And you can see traffic's backed up on the 10. The 101 and the 10 running parallel together are absolutely at a standstill. We've got traffic backed up all the way down a couple miles. Multiple choppers overhead. We just saw the police tactical unit go in. Multiple people protesting. I'd say maybe hundreds, if not thousands, of people blocking traffic. The tactical PD unit went in, probably 30 to 40 officers about 4 or 5 minutes ago. Lots of chanting, protesters chanting. PD is instructing us to get back in the vehicles. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're saying if you're on the freeway, you need to remain in your vehicle or return back to your vehicle. I'm sure that's very effective from a chopper. Traffic's not moving at all. There are cars backed up. You can see a large police presence across the street over here. I'm counting, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, at least 23 to 24 to maybe as many as 30 to 40 visible police cars. Truck drivers are stopped. Everybody's stopped. Traffic's not moving at all. There's people walking along the side of the road. You can see them right there. People are very upset, voicing their opinions. Again, I'm right along where the 101 and the 10 meet. I'm on the 10 express lanes, just at the Alameda exit by Union Station. This protest spilled over from downtown. We're right outside the city, right past City Hall, and City PD, LAPD has declared a citywide tactical alert. The police that were surrounded on their motorcycles that tried to stand their ground had declared an emergency, and that triggered a response from the SWAT team that came in about 5 to 10 minutes ago. Probably 40 to 50 officers dressed in riot gear went in. I see people, I'm trying to see what's up there easily, but it's people holding up anti-Trump signs and lots of anti-Trump chants coming from the crowd. And again, the PD is overhead circulating, telling people to get back in their cars and to not stand out in the traffic. But again, I'm seeing hundreds of people out in the street protesting. The news media is setting up. I've seen a couple live trucks set up. And again, there's just a steady flow of people walking through traffic to go up and join this protest. There's a city bus blocking my exit to Alameda, so I'm stuck here for a while. And again, the choppers are overhead, just trying to get a better view of this so that they can relay to their officers who are stuck in the middle of the protesters what exactly is going on. Again, behind the protesters there, you can see downtown in the foreground. Sounds like some protesters have a bullhorn and they're chanting anti-Trump things. The PD have a very large presence out here. Again, quite a few police in riot gear. Lots of people, it looks like most of the people that are staying with their cars are just, they're dealing with what is to come. As people that live in LA, they understand that traffic is a way of life here. It usually doesn't move this slowly, but they're dealing with hundreds, if not thousands of cars backed up. Again, you can see, I'm seeing about down maybe almost to where the 710 splits off, and it's traffic's definitely all the way back to there. Lots of cheers coming from the crowd, not sure what that's about. It looks like the protest that was in the middle of the freeway is now expanded to Alameda Street, and again, lots of cheering. Not sure exactly what they're cheering about. I can't imagine that the police are going to let this happen much longer. Numerous police cars out here right outside downtown. .101 in both directions are protesters. They've formed a skirmish line. I would imagine that PD are probably going to break this up soon. Not sure exactly what they hope to accomplish here, but I don't know if you can hear that. The chant is occasionally breaking into cheers. Again, the Metro Gold Line is that bridge that you see going right over where those police cars are. Closest to me is the Alameda Street sign exit, and then back where that city bus is parked is the actual Alameda exit. So now they're chanting "Not My President." Some cop cars going by on the express lane here. Loud chants of "Not my president, not my president." Again, the LAPD helicopter is 300 to 400 yards off the ground. I see Sky 9 and News Chopper 4 is up there. Just giving you an idea here. You can see all the police cars there. I'll try to clean the lens again for you, sorry. So you can see cop cars there lining the whole other side of, I believe that's the service road, which is AISO. I'm not exactly sure how to say that. Cops all the way back, 2 to 3 blocks deep. And again, you can see the traffic is backed up almost all the way to the 710, which is, I think it's about 2.5 miles back. People continuing to chant "Not My President." I don't see where the police ended up, but there were about 40 to 50 police officers that went into the crowd about 15 minutes ago, dressed in full riot gear. I think that they may have gone in just to get their just to get some of their policemen out. So if you are watching it on CNN, they're showing Sky 2 or Sky 9 is over 2A. I'm at 2B, so I'm just on the other side of the 2A exit. I'm right at the Spring Street exit outside of downtown, going right into Central Business District. It looks like the police have requested more backup for some unruly protesters. I'm trying to get a good, the police lights are making it hard to see, but it looks like there's probably maybe 100 to 200 people standing in the middle of the freeway. There's a white van that they're right in front of. I'm not exactly sure how deep that crowd goes, but it looks like the 101 is blocked in both directions, right at Alameda, which is the turnoff for Union Street exit. You can see the two dots off in the distance right there, right above. Essentially, that arrow for Alameda Street's pointing at the two TV helicopters. I can see the helicopter that's continuing to orbit in low orbit is the LAPD unit. Ironically, if you can see the building back there where that light is, that is the LAPD headquarters and air support unit. And so I think there's another, I'm being told on Facebook, there's a group of protesters behind me and ahead of me. So maybe these two groups are going to merge into one. Again, you can see downtown, the white building's the famous City Hall building. It looks like traffic seems to be moving a little bit over on one of the streets. KCAL KCBS chopper is the talented Stu Mundell, who's been reporting all night on this. Another cheer from the crowd. Not exactly sure what they're cheering for. It's kind of hard to hear with the choppers as low as they are. A lot of drivers now outside of their car just waiting to see what's going to happen. It looks like another PD chopper, maybe the sheriff unit is joining in on shining their light on this. So we've got two choppers back here. We've got the LAPD chopper here, the city chopper, or the sheriff choppers over there, and then we have another two TV helicopters over here. Protesters don't seem to be moving at all. I think the PD are trying to get the cars off the road. Not exactly sure how they're going to do that, because I'm seeing essentially a sea of people right at the 2B exit, which is Alameda Street for Union Station. Very, very, very dense group of people. Yes, I can see the PD are actually. I can see the PD are actually collecting people now. I don't know if what they're doing with them, but they're definitely trying to move them out of the way. This is probably the most traveled area of downtown. All the major freeways come together about 150 yards away from here, so this is a huge traffic tie-up. Looks like another chopper has hopped in on this. I think that's the sheriff unit. They are taking off. They took over for LAPD, who's continuing to hover. It actually looks like the sheriff's unit is going to land. Still continuing to watch this. I've been here probably 20 minutes, and I'm being told protesters are under arrest and are walking now with police. So the PDR getting in there. I see PD lights lighting up the area. I think there's actually two motorcycle units that were trapped in the protesters and got surrounded, and that's what triggered the tactical alert and the state of emergency that then again escalated into a citywide tactical alert for the protesters. Uh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 police cars now coming into the area. 16, 17 police cars now coming in. You can see large, very large police presence coming in. I'm going to see if I can hear any of this, get the scanner going.
Home on the lane, blocking traffic.
Now chanting Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I would definitely take tornado chasing over this. At least the tornadoes are doing something. The gold line passing over again. Lots of people exiting the freeway now with hands up in the air. Now chanting, hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot is the chant now. Waves and waves and waves of people coming. Now you can see right there in the foreground all the police dressed in tactical gear. They have their helmets on. I don't know what the shields, the plastic shields for their faces. Everybody's chanting, hands up, don't shoot. Black Lives Matter, not our president. Numerous people. People leaving the highway, people leaving their cars and joining the protest. I can't even count the number of police. It's 30 to 40 to 50 police that I can see in view. Again, they all have the shields on. Numerous people trying to read what the sign says. I can't see it. They're not holding it up very well. It's very frustrating, isn't it? So frustrating. Motorists just walk by with the look on your face that you'd expect when you're trying to go home at night, and you get to your exit and you can't move. I'm about 4 or 5 car lengths back from being able to get onto the street that I need to get on. All the police are collecting the people. They've moved closer. Police taking a very defensive stance. Again, the police had 2 or 3 officers that stood their ground on motorcycle units right past Alameda here. And when they did that, they got surrounded by the protesters, which then triggered a police emergency. And once the police couldn't get around them, that triggered a statewide a citywide tactical alert, which triggers response of the SWAT team. And I'll let you hear the protest here for a minute. I don't know if you can make that out. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Donald Trump has got to go. It looks like some of the media have made it in there. I'm seeing some TV cameras in there with lights. The police are now, it looks like traffic's starting to move. I've still got 2 city buses blocking me, and I can't even tell you the number of police cars I'm seeing. In view, I have over 24 police cars that I can see. Not to count all the police cars that are over here. And again, traffic is backed up on the 10 express lanes back to the LAPD building, and on the 10 is backed up at least to the 710 split. People on top of cars now. Looks like PD are getting the freeway cleared off. What did the PD do? They clear them out?
Yeah.
Signs of "Not My President" being held up. Protect Black Lives. And I'm being told the big sign, yeah, I can see it now, it says "Protect Trans Lives." Gold line passing over again. You can see all the people coming off the highway right now. What'd the PD say?
What'd they say?
Everybody. PD telling them to clear off. Everybody's running off to the side. I'm looking in towards downtown. They're running out from downtown off of the freeway. They scattered all the way towards the 10 express lanes, which are the 2 lanes that you're seeing right in front of us here. The PD helicopter is getting a little lower. The light is shining directly on these protesters. Protesters, looks like the road is completely surrounded by police. Many in riot gear. Many looks like a mix between LAPD and California Highway Patrol. The protest looks like it's all spilled out onto the express lanes here, which again is populated with frustrated drivers. Traffic's backed up quite a ways. PD have numerous of the plastic like zip tie handcuffs on their hip. Again, it looks like a mix between California Highway Patrol and LAPD. And now we're seeing a lot of members of the media out in the middle. The protest has cleared the highway mostly. I see one officer with what looks to be some sort of tear gas cannon. And again, all of the protesters have spilled over into the exit ramp and the express lanes. Now chanting, "Hands up, don't shoot." Think that it looks like most of the protesters, I still see a few scattered in the median, but it looks like mostly in the middle of the highway, everyone's gotten away. Protesters just ran by screaming, headed south. Again, I can't even count the number of police cars. The police are definitely making a presence felt here as they push everyone off of the interstate. They pushed them almost all off into the interstate, or excuse me, onto the exit ramps of Alameda at Union Station exit. Spring Street's the next exit, so we're at 2B, the opposite side of the road where the Gold Line goes over. It's 2A, right where the 101 and the 10 parallel each other, going into downtown, just before City Hall, which you can see there in the background. Again, all of the protesters look to have spilled off into the exit lanes, and the police are forming a wall around them to keep them off on the exit lanes. Police are now physically moving people. I can see a cop shoving people off of the road, and shoving's not the proper word, escorting them away from the road. You can see the tactical units right there in the middle in front of that white car. It looks like they've got tear gas cannons in their hand. We've got a bullhorn. Looks like they're getting ready to say something. Cops redistributing all of the tactical units. You see right there are all the TAC units. They're definitely doing a good job. The police are doing a good job getting everyone off the road. It looks like traffic may be flowing again a little bit. Police still have the road fairly well blocked. And I see a couple transit bus drivers walking by me. There's a couple buses behind me, so they definitely have traffic backed up quite a bit on the express lanes. Again, there's a look at the traffic backup, looking down the 101. Trying to hear what there's. Now lots and lots of people are getting off the road. They're all coming this way. Half coming this way, half going towards Alameda Street and Union Station. Looks like the PD have, some of them are pulling back. Oh, they've got someone right there, right in the middle of the street. Protesters moving towards Spring Street, toward Temple. Hearing reports of a trash fire. PD have now hopped over. What did the PD say? What did they say? So the PD have said they're going to start arresting people that are standing. PD are hopping over the wall, going towards the protesters. A bunch of people came running towards me, as you heard. PD have their shields in place, which is a bad sign. That usually means they're getting ready to launch tear gas or some other dispersant. PD crossing the median there. You can see PD now parked in the middle of the street. It looks like they're chasing people away down towards Alameda, towards Spring. Looks like the bus is moving. So I'm going to hop in the car. I'll leave the stream going to see what we can get. So we're still streaming. See if we can get anything on the scanner here. I'll keep streaming as long as I can. Yeah, it definitely looks like cops in riot gear. They have their little zip tie handcuffs with them. Police now moving. It looks like the protesters may have moved a lot of the water sand barrels that block the bridge abutment from being hit. Police are the CHP right now is tossing it all into the center divider to get it out of the way. It looks like they're going to try and reopen. I'm able to see over at exit 2A now where the semi-truck, there's a semi-truck backed up over there, and there's a few police behind it. Both sides of the road are definitely packed with a mix of people and police. The exit 2B, which is the Alameda Street exit, is still blocked by police. I don't see any of the protesters anymore on the road. Excuse my language, but I'm reporting here, so I don't care. The spray painted word is F Donald Trump, and I can't read the last word, but it has been spray painted on the center divider of the freeway. I have my phone in my holder. I would pull it out to show you what's going on to the side of me, but I don't want to give the police a reason to do anything to me because that's illegal in California to touch your phone. Been on the road stopped approximately 35, 40 minutes. Took them to clear this out. I think it was going about 20 minutes before that, so they had the road shut for probably almost an hour. Again, moving very slowly, coming up on exit 2B, which is the Alameda Street exit. I again am on the express lane, which is not very express tonight, kind of slow. That's fine. PD taking pictures of the F Donald Trump. It says F Donald Trump, NODAPL. Numerous PD off to the side of the 2B exit. Police coming towards the vehicle. Don't know what she's going to say. Again, in full riot gear. I will shut up when she gets here so you can hear her. She has the tactical helmet on. She's giving instructions to the motorist in front of me. So we'll see what is exactly going on and what they're going to instruct. It looks like the protesters have moved off onto Spring Street, just off of, I think that's Temple. I'm sorry, I don't know downtown that well yet.
Chopper, assignment desk, 3-1.
That's KCBS's Chopper. They're chatting there.
Chopper, I need you to look to the left. Keep going. Keep looking to the left. They're walking down the freeway now. They're walking northbound.
So it sounds like they're walking northbound on the freeway again. My guess would be we have a large...
We're going to move around the building. Yeah, there's a huge number of them on the freeway walking northbound.
So you heard that the same as I did. PD just reassembled a large presence right off the 2B exit, which is Alameda. I know I've said that 1,000 times, but oh man, probably 25 cops just joined the group of other cops that were standing there. They're all... I have to move this mirror because the person behind me is an airplane and has their headlights on. intensity bright, setting 60. Lots of horn honking. I'm not sure where these PD went, but you can hear everybody honking their horn. Not sure what the end game is here, but it looks like we're at a standstill again. More tactical officers running towards the exit ramp. Lots and lots of cops. Lots of cops. Doing their like brisk jog, riot shields, face masks, tons of cops. Looks like a mix again between CHP and LAPD. The sheriff helicopter looks like it's back overhead. And we're moving. We're moving. Lots of honking horns. That's the universal sign. Oh yeah, lots of barrels pushed over in the middle of the exit ramp. F Trump spray painted everywhere. Multiple cop cars. Don't know. This is the most time I've ever spent